we have to?
What about the EFL trophy?
No, we've run out of clubs in League One or other competitions to go for before we do it. So, John, as your team is in this competition, we are going to roll straight to you. Who are you picking to win the championship?
I'm going to pick a team that I'm going to get to watch in the next few weeks. Not Southampton, sadly, but I'm gonna. Although I feel like this again may potentially be low hanging fruit, I just think with and this is obviously very, very dependent to what could also happen in the remainder of the window, because if their squad were to be decimated, it's very hard to piece that back together. I think this is what makes the championship such a hard league to predict anyway. I'm going to say Ipswich Town to come straight back up. And the reason I say that, I do think with like the kind of, I think a couple of years ago with what they had, they kind of were just a bit ahead of schedule. And then with what they've not lost so much, I mean, like losing Delap was almost inevitable. But I feel like that's kind of given them enough of a cushion with the parachutes, with the money they've got for him. If they were to lose the odd player here and there, I still think they'll be able to reinvest quite well. I still think George Hurst will be a bit of a problem at this level. If they can hold on to Amari Hutchinson, which is the one that I think is the one being touted about the most about potentially going somewhere else, I think they just got I think they've got a decent cohesion there. Yeah, I think Ipswich would probably be my pick to win it.
Okay, so we've got one for Ipswich. What do you reckon, Stocks?
Funny enough, I was very tempted to go Southampton because I'm so invested in Will Steele. I really want to see him do well. He's like the football nerd's wet dream, that bloke.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going for Ipswich as well. Pretty much same reason as John says. And in Sammy Szmodic, they've got a proven goal scorer at this level despite losing the lap. Again, I was Leif Davis left back, good player. Like I think he could still be playing in Prem if someone had a punt on him, and obviously Amari Hutchinson who done bits in the Champo for Ipswich. They keep hold of him. I think they'll have a good year. I reckon on their day, Birmingham and Wrexham are going to bloody a few noses. I reckon it's going to be a real dogfight. There's a lot of big clubs in that league this year, and I don't think we'll be getting two Centurions again.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, there's teams that didn't go up that I think will still be in the mix. Like I think Coventry have strengthened quite well as well. Lampard seems to be getting a tune out of them. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking, so I've done my prediction. Sorry.
Also signed Ashley Young as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, which is a decent addition for them. Do you reckon he'll roll back the years and start playing a more attacking role again, or do you reckon he'll go there as a fullback?
I think he's more there for the dressing room and the coaching badges in all probability, but I think he'll see minutes. I'm not sure he'll see sort of like huge amounts. I think this is more of it's a next step career move more than it is like for the playing time, in my opinion, anyway. But
okay, cool. Fair point. Oh no, he's back.
He's back. Yeah, I've gone with Leicester. I think Leicester will possibly come straight back up. I think looking at their team, they still got like everyone apart from Jamie Vardy. I thought I don't know. Leicester, yeah, they deserve to go down, but I thought they still played quite nice football when you watch them. Like especially against a few of the big six, they did quite well in terms of like playing style. So if they stick to it in Championship, I reckon they'll be too strong for the Championship again, like they were, like what happened the last time they were there. Just too strong for the Championship and come straight back up again. Unless, like with many teams we predicted, unless they get like an overhaul and everyone flipping gets sold and stuff, then maybe not. But as of now, I'm looking at their squad. I think Leicester should come straight back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've all gone kind of shameless because we've all gone relegated teams coming straight back up.
Yeah.
Which is a fair point because they're probably the most expensive teams in the league. But I'm gonna go with John Southampton.
Wow. Okay, this is interesting.
For similar reasons as to why John went for Ipswich, and Stocky said a similar thing about proven goal scorers, because you've got, I'm sure, have you still got Armstrong, Archer and Berrington Diaz?
Yes, there's more talk about potentially Berrington Diaz going at some point. I'm with you in the sense that I genuinely think that he's actually been a victim more of the managers he's played under than actually whether or not he's good at that. And especially at this level, I'd keep him.
Yeah.
I think there's a player in there.
Welcome back, Stewie Mack from last week. Good to see you again, sir.
Arsenal fan.
Again, probably should have read that before I flashed it up on the screen. And then Ginny Estate, which have a superstar, can't see them not winning the league this season. They're also getting, because could you say back on loan? Kick and chase league. I'm pretty sure this might be about the championship. I'm not sure, to be honest, but I'm not sure I agree with that. There's a lot of good football played in all the leagues these days, to be fair. So
it is an exciting.
Someone wants to pay me £3,000 a game to watch it, mate. Trust me, I'm going to be in for a lot of money this year, sir.
Oh, mate, I'd go and watch anything for £3,000 a game.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
In fact, pay me £3,000 a month, and I'll watch as many games as you want me to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But kind of like I was saying, if Berrington Diaz and Armstrong have proved themselves to be good goal scorers in the league. Cameron Archer, you'd imagine, is going to be decent as well. And then you even look behind that, players like Diblin, Ryan Fraser, I know hasn't done a lot for a while, but good winger in the league. Is the young fella back? Edozie is his name? Is he back?
We've just sold him. Sold him. Yeah.
Take him out of my reasoning then. But you saw also Matty Fernandez, Joe Aribo, Flynn Downs. Like this squad is pretty outrageous for the championship when you just look at the names.
I think my problem with that is I think it's going to get decimated in the next month.
Yeah, but then as of now, you look at it and you think,
yeah,
that's what I said with Leicester.
If they don't piece it together with the championship, the manager does something horribly wrong.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the manager. Like I'm happy enough with what I've seen so far. But in terms of, I suppose we're jumping straight to I mean, I think when you some of the names you've listed there, it sounds like, to be honest, Diblin, we've already had the waters have been tested this week with Everton. I'm still convinced we're about 2 to 3 weeks from him going on strike at some point to force a move away. I think Saints are pretty much holding firm for what I think the papers are reporting as 50 million, but I think in reality he's closer to 40. And I wonder if events that have happened at Spurs today might mean that they suddenly start looking at a player like Diblin and flashing the money about a bit, because actually they're in need. I appreciate he played a lot of his time for us on the right last year, but actually when he's come up through as he's come up through the ranks, he has been more of a 10. And it'd be interesting to see if that was a punt that the Spurs were willing to take. Sounds like Fernandez. There was talk about West Ham, from what I was hearing. Looking at Matty Fernandez, but we've apparently gone back to West Ham and said something along the lines of he might move on, but he's looking to move abroad. I don't know where that would be. I think he's earned the right for that. But there was someone else that made whispers about. Again, look, this is all pie in the sky stuff, so this is nothing coming from credible sources. But I was reading something about if West Ham were willing to kind of tempt our resolve with Fernandez by offering Ward-Prowse, which would be outrageous.
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't sort of weaken the point that I was making, to be fair.
No, absolutely. I think there's areas of the squad we need to address. I still think we need a goalkeeper now that Ramsdale's gone, but we're in a position now where we have to trim the squad in order to add to it. And I think it's just about how shrewd we can be. I'm not so sad about losing to Dozy. We've had like a raft of wingers over the last few years. I'll have to send it into the chat at some point. But there's an amazing stat about our wingers over the last 10 years and like goal contributions and stuff like that. And it's an area we've not been great in. Last time we were in the Champo, Dozy, I don't doubt. I mean, he's got an immense amount of quality there, but he played as though he was scared of being touched. You know, it was like it weren't a lot of use at that level. I think Armstrong's a cheat code, which I think is one of the things that could have us up and around it.
Yeah.
I still worry about us at the back. I always worry about us at the back. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be. I appreciate the optimism from Mitch. I think we might sort of crash and burn in the playoffs. I'm not sure. Not sure we've got it. Samir, you know, with your one, have you taken in the potential points deduction into account on that with Leicester?
Sorry? So what? Say that again?
Leicester might. It sounds like Leicester are going to be facing a points deduction this season, which is why a lot of people have swerved them.
Mitch?
Yeah. I've wrote it in permanent marker, Submit. It cannot be changed. Unfortunately, I had no pencils available at the time of recording, so
Get frustrated, man. Wait a minute. No one told me about this. You know what? Fuck it. Let's
Do
go.
your research.
Jinx, big up again, bro. Good to see you back, man.
Yes.
Yeah, big up.
Oh, mate.
And as I said last week, find this guy's stuff on YouTube. Chinks Phase, Facts Only, which is FA Triple X, I think, and Kid and Chinks. Hilarious stuff, man. Go and find it.
Thank you, John. Again.
Did you want to change yours before we get into?
Yeah. I will
Are you
change mine.
sticking with Leicester and their potential points deduction that they could actually get relegated rather than get near the top of the league?
Hell no, I'm not going with them. I'm gonna go. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them. I think they're always around playoffs or automatic positions. I'm gonna go with Sheffield United.
Cool.
Yeah.